Hi, Claude Whitacre here. I'm a sales trainer, a sales speaker. I speak to groups of salespeople across the country, groups of business owners. I'm also the author of several books on selling. And I love talking to really great salespeople, and I like to watch them work. I learn quite a lot from other salespeople. Now, sometimes people that you might not think of as salespeople are really salespeople, and I like to watch how they work and how they do their work. So, for example, about 25 years ago, when I was much younger and much thinner, I was with my wife and with her brother-in-law and her sister, and we went out to dinner in a very nice restaurant. And the waiter came over and I don't remember who was taking who out to dinner, but the waiter came over and he said, what can I get you, and what are you looking for? And my brother-in-law said something. Now, I'm not going to remember exactly what he ordered, but it was like this. He says, I think I'd like to try the cod. Well, the waiter did something amazing, and I watched him work. And now, pay attention to this, please. He said, sir, and under his breath, kind of quietly, he says, the cod isn't really good today. May I suggest the scrod? Okay. And my brother-in-law goes, okay, yeah, the scrod sounds good. And then now what happens? The entire table there is like listening now to the waiter, because he's going to make recommendations for us. See, we're not just going to order. He's not a servant now. He's our advisor. This waiter went in one thing from don't get cod, get scrod. He went from being a waiter to being a professional connoisseur advisor of what we should eat in that restaurant. So now we're just going to listen to him. Whatever recommendation he makes, we're going to listen to him. So he tells us, what's good and what's not. How's the lobster today? Well, the lobster's good. Okay, how about this? Okay, could I recommend that? So he made a couple of recommendations, and of course we thought that was wonderful. All right. Then I saw him do this around. I see everybody else at the table is now talking about what baby was born and who was talking to who and how everybody's feeling and all that. Okay, well, I'm also doing that, but I'm also watching this waiter go from table to table, and our experience was not unique. Here's what he did at every single table. A couple would sit down, or a family would sit down, and they would say something like, yeah, we'd like to try the scrod. Well, sir, the scrod isn't really that good today. May I suggest the cod? And he did that at every single table. It didn't matter what they ordered. They shouldn't order that. They should order something else. He became their advisor. And I watched this master salesperson go from table to table, and he became the guy that was advising them on what to get. Now, I don't drink wine, but a couple of people at the table did drink wine, so he suggested the wine. I noticed it wasn't the cheapest wine, then he comes over with the dessert, and I noticed it wasn't a cheap dessert, and he says, please take a bite of this. Just try this chocolate, whatever it was. Just take a bite. My compliments. And we're like, oh, my compliments, this is the greatest guy in the world. Not only is he advising us, he's also giving us free food. Well, of course, he's not paying for that food. It's just food that was made at the restaurant. He doesn't have to pay for that food. He just gives it, here, try this and try this. Oh, it's wonderful. Yes, this is what we want. All right. Well, the bill came, and it was a lot, and we divvied up the bill, or however we did that. I don't remember. It's been years ago. And I thought, what a masterful salesman that guy was. Okay, and of course we gave him a huge tip. Why? Why did we give him a great tip? Because he took care of us. See, he didn't just say, okay, you want the cod? Okay, cod. And you, the scrod. And you, the lobster. And you. He didn't do any of that. It was like, he had an opinion about everything. And we took his advice. That's what experts do. That's what professionals do. Professionals don't sell. They advise. They give recommendations. In fact, when I'm selling, one of the things I like to say is, may I make a recommendation? Why do I say that? Because that's what experts do. Experts give recommendations. See? They're not pitching you. They're recommending to you. They're reviewing something and recommending. I'm reviewing this product and I'm recommending it to you. See? Go and do likewise, my friends. Be the waiter. Thank you.